What's going on, Guardians? Today we're going to get into my Titan PvP support build. This is a build you can try out when you are getting a little bit bored with Destiny. I know right now everyone's kind of waiting for the next season. The puzzle's going on right now, which is really exciting. Everyone's kind of waiting for that to be finished. However, Bungie said it will take a while, so we know the puzzle's going to take a while. So in the meantime, this is something you can try out in the Crucible if you want to just have a little bit of fun. I'm going to go over the build really quickly now. This is not going to be one of those super long videos in terms of how the build works, just because there's a lot less to explain in a PvP build. But so let's get right into it. The subclass we're using is the new SUNBREAKER subclass, the bottom tree SUNBREAKER. This recently got buffed with Season of the Dawn, so that when you get a kill while you have the Sunspot buff, the warrior, what's it called? Where is it called? The Sun Warrior. So this is the Sun Warrior buff. When you get a Sun Warrior buff, if you have the Sun Warrior buff and you get a kill with it in PvP, while it's active, the person you killed will also drop a Sunspot. So this means that you're going to be able to create a lot more sunspots than you were in the past, because previously the only way to create sunspots was by getting kills with your grenade, your super, or your melee. So if you didn't have your grenade or melee up because you just used them to get a kill with and earn a sunspot, then you weren't going to be able to create more going forward, where now it's a chainable type thing. Otherwise, this subclass is pretty self-explanatory. The melee, when you get a melee kill, you restore your health as well as drop a sunspot. Grenade kills, you drop a sunspot. And then in your super, when you super, you create a sunspot at your feet. And then every hammer throw that lands creates a sunspot on impact. So this is just a really good overall. It's really, really much more consistent now in being able to create sunspots. And that's kind of the way you play this subclass, is trying to create as many sunspots as possible in PvP. To pair with our subclass, we are going with Phoenix Cradle, the new exotic armor piece that released with Shadowkeep. And so I have an arc one here. You can see we are buffing out the recovery. We're going double shotgun scav because we're using mindbenders. And the way this exotic works is Beacon of Empowerment. Sun Warrior lasts twice as long, so rather than 5 seconds, it's going to be 10 seconds, meaning you have a lot more time to get your next kill in order to create more of the sunspots. And then allies who pass through your sunspots are granted Sun Warrior. So they also get that 10-second buff. And the Sun Warrior buff, if you don't know, it boosts your damage and increases your recharge rate on all of your abilities. So you get bonus damage and you get faster recharging abilities while you have the Sun Warrior buff. What this means with these two paired together is it means that whenever you create sunspots, you are now supporting your teammates by giving, if they run through it, you give them extra damage and you recharge their abilities. This is awesome, and the next thing we're going to pair with it to buff our teammates even more is Lumina, the exotic hand cannon. Lumina comes with the perk Noble Rounds. Basically, when you kill an enemy, it drops a white orb, and when you pick up that orb, you get a Noble Round. When you hip fire the gun, it fires the Noble Round, and if you hit a teammate with that Noble Round, which is really easy to do, you buff your teammate and yourself, giving you a damage bonus, which is super useful. With this trio of perks, the subclass, the gun, and Phoenix Cradle, you're going to be buffing your teammates a lot and giving them a lot of damage bonuses. And although for you, that's not going to necessarily change your time to kill, because Lumina's still going to require you to hit 3 shots. Someone on your team who's using like a Duke, all of a sudden they now need 2 shots to kill, and other things like other weapons like that are going to, maybe a pulse rifle now 2 bursts more easily. But for you, with Lumina, your time to kill, your best time to kill, becomes more forgiving because you can hit more body shots and still stay at that 3-shot kill, which is really good. That 3-shot time to kill, which is really, really good. So, next to pair with it, our weapon, we're going to be using a Mindbender's Ambition. You can use any shotgun And the reason I suggest using a shotgun is because when you have your melee up, if you shotgun melee and you get the kill with the melee, you're going to be creating sunspots more consistently through that way. So I personally think Mindbenders is the best shotgun in the game. Everyone seems to think that. So besides Lord of Wolves, obviously. However, you can pair any shotgun here. Just so that I just suggest a shotgun so that you can get more melee kills, more shotgun melee kills. Your heavy really doesn't matter. You can definitely go, I have a grenade launcher right now. You can pick up a machine gun, anything like that. It's perfectly fine. For the perks, we don't have a fully masterwork set of armor quite yet, which is unfortunate, but we'll go over the perks really quick. We have hand cannon targeting and recovery mod, the hand cannon the recov mod, so that we can get max recovery, obviously, and then the hand cannon targeting mod, because we're using Illumina. For the gauntlets, we're going with the recovery mod, and then I've dumped double hand cannon loader, which is basically the equivalent of having enhanced hand cannon loader, which I can actually technically put on. So it's probably, either way is fine, but you can actually do enhanced hand cannon loader. Double hand cannon loader is actually the same strength as enhanced hand cannon loader because of the way diminishing returns work. So either way, enhanced hand cannon loader if you want it, or double hand cannon loader if you don't have enhanced hand cannon loader. But if you run double hand cannon loader, you're going to need a maxed out 10 energy gauntlets. For the chestplate, we are just running the recovery mod. If you did want to upgrade your chestplate more, for example, if you had a void one, you could definitely put a hand cannon mod in here. But we're rocking arc right now. All of this armor, or most of this armor, is either from the raid or from Iron Banner, which basically, because that's a consistent, those two activities are pretty consistent at giving you high 50s, low 60 armor stat rolls compared to everything else in the game. You could also pair this with your Battle Pass armor from this season, because those I know are all in the 60s. But I think that they give a shitload of resilience, and we want recovery to be maxed out. For the boots, we already went over them, recovery and shotgun. And then for our mark, we're going recovery, and we're going with the new solar plexus class item mod from the artifact. This increases all your solar melee, increases the damage of all solar melee abilities, so your punch does more damage. And then gaining super energy from performing finishers with solar subclass equipped. That one doesn't matter at all. It doesn't affect us at all. So yeah, so that's the build. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys go and try this out. And we're just going to hop right into the gameplay. And I'm just going to... The gameplay isn't going to be a live commentary. It's just going to be me kind of talking over what's going on in the game and showing off some cool plays with the build. So yeah, I do really enjoy this build. It's super aggro. It's a support build as much as it lets you play aggressive and get a lot of kills. You get the damage buff. You get an insane number of damage buffs, which is really nice. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in another one. Bye.